All right, Kenman here, and my Nemesis box has returned once again. You ever seen this box? You remember what it did to me the second time around. I was successful. Here is the third time. There's maybe another one in there somewhere, but this is definitely my Nemesis box. We're not going to waste any time with this. I found a little fun one someone had recommended. Cute little knife. Let's just get into it, check it out. So I don't mess around with this box anymore. So we're just going to do one of these and create a door. I cut myself. If you remember what video it was, comment below. But yeah, I was just opening it up and I got a paper cut during the unboxing. There's the knife box on the floor. Successful execution. Look at this. All right. We have the Mikov Rybicka. All right. What's anyone know about this? You recognize that little fish right there? This was recommended. I can't remember who. I feel like Tri-State was talking about this one once upon a time. Traditional Czech producer. Mikov since 1974. Czech Republic. So that may be a new one. I'm not sure if I have a knife from the Czech Republic, but I do now. Knives are made with high quality material, avoid contact on aggressive surfaces. All right, Inox 420 stainless steel. I love these no throwing, bending over, forceful pushing forward. I don't know. What do those no's mean? Comment below. All right, let's get into it. Sealed up from the factory. We have a freshie right here. 7-year guarantee. Wow. Okay. Cut that seal. Let's get in. I kind of like this packaging. This is a nice little box right there. This was an inexpensive knife, of course. Real easy to pull the trigger and decide to pick one up. It's not too expensive. You know, I'm a collector of all knives. Nice, not nice, weird, expensive, cheap, everything in between. So this is going to fit in real nice. The Mikov Rybicka. Excuse me. It's a little smaller than I thought. I knew it was a smaller knife, but you know how those sizes, you just never know until it's in your hands. Nice little package right there, bag on the floor, and there it is in all its fishy glory right there. Okay, let's open this thing up. Wow, it looks like that tip goes all the way to the end. Ooh, it's tight open. Full long pull on that one right there. That little fish handle. We're looking at a 3-finger grip for me. I have a larger hand, although the little hook of the tail is nice because when I grab that with 3 fingers there, I can kind of feel it almost like my ring finger is kind of setting in that spot, and that hook is kind of help holding it in place. It's a smaller little knife. Ooh, does not feel very sharp. We'll sharpen it up, see what kind of edge we can put on it here in the future. See how long it holds. But again, this is a cheap 420 stainless. So it says Mikov Inox on the blade right there. That is the only writing. That is a strong close. That slams shut. I like how they curved that backspacer piece. Kind of flows along the edge of the belly of the fish. Still kind of comes out right there when you open it up, and then helps click it into position. No lock of any kind, just a slip joint. Long pull, slip joint, no half stop. Little nail nick right there to help if you want to get in there and open it up. Fairly easy to open. Got that little fish with the gold. Couple of pins holding it together, so no pins on this side. Oh, that's interesting. And then we've got 3. You've got the pivot pin in the eye of the fish, and then 2 other pins to hold it all together, which then leaves this as like a show side, like a clean show side. What do we think about this little thing? That's a silly little knife. Not going to be a daily carry EDC. This could be a 5th pocket, 3rd knife carry. I've been carrying 2 knives for a while. I started carrying 3 knives. This could be that nice little 3rd one. This could be that one, excuse me, the one that you keep so you've got your nice knife, well, you know, and you don't necessarily want to hand this to someone. Someone's like, oh, anybody got a knife to cut something? And it's like, you don't know what they're going to do. Are they going to pry with it? Are they going to cut something dumb, go through a staple or some metal or something like that? Maybe you don't want to give them your nice daily carry. Then you reach in your other pocket and you can pull out this bad boy, hand it off to just about anyone and not be too worried about them not figuring it out, or like being worried about them doing something and cutting themselves. This is just kind of a no nonsense. Here you go, have at it. They could drop it. You don't need to worry about it too much. It kind of, in the pictures, when you go to get it through Amazon or wherever you find it, they make it look like it's green. And I see, if you look in the tail here at certain angles, like at the bottom, it kind of looks green at this angle here. Kind of has a little bit of that tint to it. It's a steel, so it's gonna, maybe it'll patina a little and wear into some colors. We'll see. Does anyone have one of these? Comment what are theirs. If they carry it much, or they notice it changed at all, or I don't mind it. Again, the price was cheap. So we've got a little lanyard hole, basically hook on the back there, or for, I don't know what else that would be. It's a real small hole though, so you're not going to be able to get much of a big piece of paracord through there to tie a lanyard off on it. It'll make it a little bit more difficult. What's everyone think about this thing? Am I crazy for picking up something like this, or not a bad little addition to the collection? I can throw that on my shelf. Didn't have to invest much, and it's just another one that I can have as a conversation piece. It's like, hey, I've got one from the Czech Republic now, you know? I like fish. I like fishing. So it's got a kind of a cute theme. That texture feels nice. I might try to mimic that sometimes. Kind of a diamond texture, obviously, but those scales, it feels grippy. I like it. That blade does not feel very sharp at all. I can kind of run my thumb across it that way and not be too worried about it at this point. I don't know how much of an edge we'll be able to get on there. And look at the close. It actually slams shut pretty hard. Blade is not quite centered. It looks like it's a little bit that way. When it's open, it is surprisingly solid. There is no play left or right, up and down. The only play would be when it starts to break free, but look at how much pressure I have to put on that to get it going. So it's actually pretty solid when it's open. And it does have a powerful spring to bring it shut. This is kind of a fun little silly knife. I'm into it. All right, let's get some measurements on this thing, huh? Okay, so total length 5 3/8 all the way tip to tip. Blade is 2 1/4. You could almost say 2 1/2 if you go to the edge of the side of the head of the fish, but really to that tip it's about 2 1/4. And the cutting surface is 2 inches with the slightest curve on the belly. Handle is 3 1/8, I guess. Or actually, yeah, 3 1/8 with that lanyard hole, and without it, it's 2 7/8. So just a little bit shorter if you don't include that lanyard. All right, thickness time, 0.04. The 0.04 carries out to there, and then it thins off. I wonder how, it's a thin one, you know, we might be able to get a nice edge on there, but how long will it hold it for? So 0.04. Will it hold it longer than this battery is holding on? I tell you, it's been on, how many videos ago did this battery start to die on us? 0.30 that way. I swear it's been 30 plus. Comment below if you know. 0.60 this way, thinnest spot 0.31, thickest spot of the blade 0.44. But man, it's been flashing on us for a couple of months now. It's not giving up. It says it's going to die soon, but it doesn't seem to be. Comment below if you think you know how many more we're going to get. Okay, so, oh, I forgot to do the weight. I will forget to do that once in a while. I don't have a script, and I get sidetracked easily, and the next thing you know, I'm talking about something else and realize I never actually did the weight. 1.1, it is a light one. The drop bear is 3.28, a little bit regular sized EDC. I'm going to do a few comparisons. 0.98 on the small case and 1.44 on the Civivi. So at this size, at 1.1, that's a nice, manageable, tiny little fifth pocket. Easy to just make disappear in your pocket. Bring it out when you need it. All right, so the drop bear is an excellent knife from Kaiser. Kaiser's clutch lock is the best version of a crossbar lock out there. You can just squeeze that and open that blade so easy. The ambidextrousness is great. It works good on the left or the right hand. Flick it out, thumb it out, use the lock to open it. Just a no-nonsense, excellent knife from Kaiser. The drop bear, 154 cm in micarta on my version right here. Looks like it's an inch bigger on the handle, inch bigger on the blade. This is a great, not quite full-size EDC. Highly recommend it. There's a link down in the description if you're interested and want to help out the channel. This is a case small Stockman. Small Stockman, or the Stockman has 3 blades. Nice little carry user. I would almost prefer this just because there's a couple more blades in case one of them gets dull. The case is a little bit higher quality for sure. Looks like the handle and the blade are really close, almost the same size on that small Stockman, but it's just a little bit smaller than this Rybicka. If we get out in the medium Stockman, same knife, just a little bit bigger. Now this one's just a little bit bigger than the Rybicka. Case makes some cool stuff though, check them out. We got this little Civivi Mini Elementum. This is a nice little daily carry. Definitely a little bit smaller on the front and the back. This is a good folder with a frame lock to it. Nice little, if you want a smaller, good quality user. I did the shipwreck on there and then added the lanyard. What do we think? Pretty fun stuff, huh? I like all types of knives. My collection will continue to grow. I'll always be looking for fun stuff like this. Here we have the Mikov Rybicka. My first knife from the Czech Republic. I like it. It's cool. It's cute. Do you have one of these? What do we think about it? I'm going to enjoy having it in the collection. Those scales do feel really nice. Stay sharp. We'll see you soon.